All right, chat. It's time for you guys to be toxic and to kill my dreams. So I already know what you guys think of this video, or I already know what you guys think of this idea. But I went ahead and made it anyways. Here, I need you guys' full attention. So this will be another Cap versus his stream. So, good idea or bad idea? Wasted effort. I mean, it's like, okay, as you can see, 11 pages. Like, I already done put in all this effort. This video's getting made. This is every banned Yu-Gi-Oh! Or this is every banned monster throughout the history of the ban list. Which is a fucking... Chat, do you guys know how many it is? This is a fucking lot. 40-minute video. So, I have not recorded this video. But most of my videos, I think the longest is like 6 pages. This is 11, but there's a lot of spacing. I'm hoping that I can get this in under 25 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it though, honestly. But this video is interesting, chat, because like as I did research for this video, I started going through. Let's see if I can move this to the side a little bit. There we go. As I started going through, chat, I like looked at the early years and like in GX and stuff like that, because just keep in mind, this is only monsters, right? And I did this by year, and I started looking like how many monsters got banned in like the earlier years. Research is watching John's video. It's not. John just covered why every card is banned. So something like Sangan would not be on his video, but obviously I cover it. So our videos are actually kind of fundamentally different. If you chat, just look at it. I guess you guys can like you guys don't need to visualize it, because you can literally, or you can actually see it, right? Look at 2004, chat. Chaos Emperor Dragon, Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest, Yatagarasu. Not that many. Although, again, this is just monsters, right? You know, this is, so that's DM. Look at like, you know, GX. This is the entire year, chat. Just keep in mind, this is the whole year of 2006. Cyberjar, Chaos Sorcerer, Tsukiyumi, Thousand Eyes Restrict, and then Cyber Sign got emergency banned in December. Like, it's not really that many cards. Like, would you guys consider this kind of an acceptable year for like banned monsters, or acceptable, not year, excuse me, an acceptable amount? Like, when you go back and you look at like DM, 5Ds especially, and GX, you'll really realize Konami wasn't banning that many monsters. And then let me just show you guys. Like, when you get the 5Ds, you can really notice it. This is like a prime example, right? In 2009, by the way, I'm pretty sure like no one knows this. Chat, in 2009, only one monster was banned for the entire year. Like, this is insane. One card or one monster was banned for the entire, just one monster. One freaking for the entire year, one monster. Like, 5Ds was such a good era of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. You look at 2010, 2. The whole year, all we banned was 2 monsters. Rescue Cat, Substitute. That's it. 5Ds was shit. No, it was good. That's the difference. No, it's the opposite. Now let me show you guys. Fucking brains. Let me show you guys fucking brains. 2018. Holy shit. Gofu, Dandelion, Level Eater, Maxi, Scroll Combat Joker, Double Iris, Astrograph, Masterpiece, random fucking shitty FTK cards, Phoenixin Cluster Amaryllis, Supreme, another fucking random shitty FTK card, Supreme King Dragon, Starving Venom, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Nightmare Goblin, MX Saber Invoker, Samsara Lotus, Firewall Jet. Like, what is this? Like, this shows you guys how fucking, look at the next year. Fairy Tail Snow, Grinder Golem. This is part of or the continuation of like banned shitty FTK cards and like token producing cards. Fairy Tail Snow, Grinder Golem, Tomahawk, Rango Myriad, Topologic Gumblar Dragon, actually fucking terrible card. Galaxy Eyes, Dark Matter Dragon, Summon Sorceress, Eclipse Wyvern, Rusty Bardiche, Argapane, Nightmare Mermaid. So many cards, chat. I noticed that when I went through this list, is when you get to the Reigns era, the amount of monsters getting banned exploded, chat. It exploded. Masterpiece need to get locked up. All these hoops to keep Firewall. I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, you can also kind of say the same thing about Crystron Halifibrax. Chat, look at 2020. And the thing is, it actually pissed me off, chat, writing this video, because I got the like 2016 and I was going at a really good pace, right? Like I got the like 2016. Look, this is 2016, chat. Four monsters. Like it's not that bad. And then as soon as I got the brains, I was like, holy shit, it's gonna take me like an hour. It's gonna take me an hour just to get through each year. You know what I mean? As I'm writing this script up, chat. Like I was going at a really good pace. 2014, just a couple of fucking morphine jar cards to talk about. You know, 2013 was actually a pretty big year, actually. Because it has all the baby rulers and stuff like that. Part 2 just for brains. Pendulum was the most broken mechanic. If you actually look, okay, so since you want to be a little smart ass, I think we would have to go to 2017 for like pendulum bands. Let's see. I mean, this was all technically like an emergency ban, basically. The entire 2016 was just for one deck. It was for Pepe, essentially. But if you look at 2017, pendulum ban. Actually, maybe it's 18. There was a year that had a lot of bans for like pendulums. Pendulum ban, pendulum ban, pendulum ban. Okay, maybe it's not that many. Anyways, my point, what's it called? Press 1 if Link's ruined Yu-Gi-Oh, chat. There are so many. Also, so hot take here. I'm gonna give you guys a hot take, and all you guys are gonna hate it. All you guys are gonna hate it. But I actually thought about this and I was like, I think I'm right. I think this is another Gumblar where I'm like actually right. Hot take. I don't think Summon Sorceress needs to be banned, chat. Like, maybe I'm underestimating Crystron Halifibrax's ability with Summon Sorceress, but I got the Summon Sorceress and she was like one card. She was probably like the only, I was like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna, like, what am I gonna say about her? Seriously, wait, what? No, I'm serious. So I talk about, chat, I talk about every single card, right? A lot of these cards, it's pretty easy to like explain, but she was like one of the few ones where I didn't really have an answer. There were a few cards on here that I talk about like I don't agree with, but she was like one where I was a little puzzled. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because I thought about her today and I was like, I guess Summon Sorceress is she's a card that lets you link climb in the 4s, but she also requires you to already have a monster on field, so it's not like you can't go on the 4 anyways, right? So summon any monster from deck, not broken. I mean, but is it though? She helped facilitate Firewall. That's another thing. That's another thing though. That's not, so like Firewall was banned. If you look at this, chat, Firewall Dragon got banned in December 2018. I do understand that I'm guessing, I don't fucking remember. Firewall Dragon got banned in December 2018, and then she got banned in April of 2020. So like Firewall wasn't even legal. Cap, you're just wrong here. I mean, I don't know. Like, what does Summon Sorceress do? She's like one of the only few cards on here. Well, I did talk about Fairy Tail Snow. There were a couple of cards on here that I say like I don't know about, you know, like Fairy Tail Snow, Destrudo. Like there's some questionable on here, questionable cards on here. But like, I don't know, chat. Like, what does Summon Sorceress do right now? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think she was legal, and I think Soul Charge was legal at that time. BP, but I'm just, she was one of the few that I like really didn't have. Hold on, I'll see what I said about her. Let's see. Summon Sorceress. I mean, I do explain her. Let's see. Summon Sorceress was banned because she was seen as one of the best link climbing cards in the game. Basically, the definitive go-to Link 3 when you wanted to keep laddering up. Also, Konami made too many links that summon monsters from the deck, and she was one of those. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I guess this is just a card I kind of have sympathy for. You know what I mean? You want I sold ban, but not Summon Sorceress? Yes. 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 Because ISOD is a link 2. Summon source is a link 3. I just don't understand. What do you do, chat? When you get summon sorcerers on field, like what do you do? Like you have to have another monster, and then you summon a monster from deck, and like, okay, then what? Appaloosa, access code, like what are you doing? Like I don't know. I feel like that's a hot take, chat. Like summon sorcerers doesn't need to be banned. So ISOD not broke. No, ISOD is broken. ISOD totally broken. But summon sorcerers I don't think is. Cap, you're wrong here. If summon sorcerers isn't ban worthy, then why is Halifibrax and ISOD ban worthy? What is with the Spanish music tonight? Press one if you're Latino in the chat. I feel like the whole chat became Latino overnight. The whole Twitch stream apparently is Latino. Look, I sold and the difference is chat. My mentality is simple. I believe what you put in should be somewhat equivalent to what you get out. If a boss monster, and I guess you could argue that Rongo Myriad kind of disproves this argument or this theory. My thing with boss monsters is what you put in should be like somewhat close to like what you get out. Excuse me. What you get out should be somewhat equivalent to like what you put in. If a boss monster requires you to put like 5 monsters into it, it should be good. It requires like a 5-card investment. That's why I think that Gumlarge is terrible. It requires like 6 cards. And I'm not giving 6 cards. I'd rather just have like a Herald with 6 negations than a bunch of like random discards that my opponent gets to choose. But when you look at summon sorcerers, so you have to make a link 3, and then you already have to have another monster for it. So if your goal is like to get to a link 4, you already have the link 4 because you have a monster. Like summoning the other monster from the deck is like, it's just like icing on the cake. I mean, maybe you could argue with like Firewall in the game that was like broken because Firewall made everything broken, but I just don't get like what summon sorcerers would do. I was like, well, I guess when you get to a 3, you'd be able to go for access code, but then I was like, you'd already have access code because you'd already have the other monster. You say that if it's hard to do. I just don't. What's the end goal, chat? What is the end goal of summon sorcerers? I just don't get it. Like, what's the end goal? To like, are you gonna go from summon sorceress into like a Auroradon? Like, I just don't see what she does right now. I'm being honest. Like, I don't really see the point of her. Like with Halifibrax, I mean, really, Halifibrax is just to facilitate fucking synchro decks and go into Auroradon and get tokens and shit. That makes sense because you can start just going for synchros, and synchros have like generic negators like Savage Dragon and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I don't know. Like, what the fuck are you doing with summon sorcerers? I just don't get it. She was banned specifically because it was really good in Orcus at the time. It put more Orcus names in the graveyard. So then by today's standards, she doesn't need to be banned then, right? Would you, if that's your argument, Big Pimpin', then by like today's standards, she's not ban worthy because Orcus sucks. Yeah, Orcus like sucks. She forces Nibiru like Link Cross. See, Link Cross should be banned, chat. Because Link Cross, number 1, token producing bad. It's honestly just that simple. And Link Cross was also a card that literally was made for free. Link Cross required no materials. Summon Needle Fiber, get a monster, turn Needle Fiber into Link Cross for freezies. You can't just turn a monster into summon sorcerers for free. Like, Link Cross was literally the freest summon we've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! And like maybe ever, or like, yeah, like Treeborn level shit.